Right. Look, I just came out the house. See? Color gray. Alright, yesterday, I know it was Valentine's, so they'll always use those opportunities to wear certain colors. Look at the guy all the way up there standing at the corner wearing red. He had a red hat on. Kind of zoom in. Yeah, stand up to the corner. Yep. Ooh. Okay, oh, there you go. Damn it. Oh yeah. Uh-oh. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, we can zoom in like that. Man. Look. Like I said, the synchronization. Alright. It's all pre-planned. What does he have in his hand? He got some white napkin in his hand, or paper or something like that. Yep. Exposing their shit. They're so ridiculous. They're emboldened, but that's good for me. Because again, it shows what it is that they're doing, and I say bring it on. That's right, bring it on. So when I was up by Pam, it started with the sirens, the police sirens again, right? Like I said, and I thank them because showing the world what it is that they're doing. She's looking down at the shoes. And she looked at the gray van over there. Oh man, look, he coming up red. Oh, yeah, you missed it. I missed it. You missed it. I missed it. Coordinated. She looks. The gray van guy come up, red hoodie on. Yep. I'm narrating right now because they are heavily with the psyops. So you guys get a view, and along with understanding what it is that they're doing. All right, I talk about when we see certain things like that, colors, sea of colors, particularly one set of colors, right, being used right after each other. It is a form of conditioning. Just remember that. Right? So, why you think the devils are out here? Huh? Why you think they're out here? They figure they got us so conditioned with these technologies, with these psychological conditioning and psyops programming. That's how they think of us as animals that need to be tamed, right? Because they figure, oh, we're angry what we did, our ancestors did to our ancestors in slavery. Listen, black people are the most giving, kindest people, and it isn't religions that made us that way. We've been like that. That's part of who we are. Okay, that's our history. And you can go look at that history and see for yourself. Right? We educated the world. We educated Europe twice over. Right? We didn't burn down their, whatever they've built. What did we do? We taught, we teach. We created universities, libraries. We created public bathhouses. We created the windmill, like you see all over Europe. It was the black moles. Okay? The black moles and the Arab, the Muslims, right? But particularly the black moles. Oh, just missed the damn bus. Shoot. Okay? And that's the history that they don't want to talk about. That's the history that they don't want to tell. Right? That's the history that they don't want you and I to know, because it changes the narrative. See how they lie? So as TIs, when I talk about the architect of these programs, right? They lie. They do this they deceive people, because that is their history. That is who they are. Right? And they will project that onto you. Okay? Right? They will project that onto you. As a TI, and particularly as me being a black man, you know, they gotta villainize us, not just as TIs, but if you look at black men as a whole, villainize us. Oh, you sure I'm picking up your phone, brother? Oh, thanks for this phone. Looks at the gray car. Is that color gray? Yeah, it's like a, it's gray. Yeah. So this is what they do. Right? So as a black person, I understand that within the black community we are severely surveilled, and we are, particularly as black men, we are particularly black men who are conscious, who come into that awareness. Right? Cop just roll by. Right? You come into that awareness of who we are, and when you try to do something that is not selfish, that will try to benefit black people, they will seek to destroy it, particularly when it comes to changing our imagery from what they have created. Right? Particularly when it comes to that. Okay? And they know it. Right? Ask yourself this. Look at BET. BET became so successful by doing what? By creating negative images of black people. In Tyler Perry movies, using situations within the black community and profiting off of that. And yes, black people can relate, because, you know, that is, a lot of the time, that is our reality, but that isn't our only reality. You know what I'm saying? Look at music. Whether it be hip hop, reggae, okay, R&B, the balance is now offset, because now you have more destructive music than what we call good music. Right? So in the 80s, the 90s, to the mid 90s, you had a balance, right? Where you have conscious music, and you also had, you know, your other type of music that, you know, and you can enjoy both. But you also had that conscious music and conscious artists to balance those things out. But now you don't. You know what I'm saying? And this is why a lot of people, particularly the older people, beginning to understand, you know, exactly what is going on. We begin to understand and see and realize, you know, those who are responsible. You know what I'm saying? And they don't like it. They don't like that. This is why you see these young rappers are being picked off one by one, particularly those that are not following the negative trend, but those who are dealing with investment, those who are trying to teach other young artists to go independent, to, you know, invest, because they don't want that. In the 1990s, New York City had a division called the Hip Hop Police, right? Because these white racist mother effers on the police force was jealous of young black men now becoming millionaires and are afraid that they would move into their neighborhood. Okay? It's all part of our history. So, again, they can make me the villain. Do I care? No. Because I know speaking the truth is more important than what they try to make me, or what they try to label me, or the narrative that they wanted to create. So they can go ahead. But the one thing as a TI you should understand is that the narrative about you is always negative. Whenever you show yourself, meaning that whenever you do good or whenever you help people, they don't want that. Okay, they don't want that at all. I've experienced it. I have experienced it. But I understand the programming, right? Particularly as a black person, we are conditioned to be detrimental to ourselves and to each other, and that's just the truth. And they can walk around here. You see these zombies? Yeah, they are zombies. They'll believe anything that these people tell them, and even the white supremacists with black faces, right? And Phantom speaks about this in his book, Black Skin, White Mask. How we are so in love with whiteness that it has created a deep hatred in our subconscious. And we walk around and say, oh, we love ourselves. Yet we can't be who we are around certain people. Yet we got to pretend to be something else. Yet we got to change our tone. We got to so-called speak properly when we get around certain people. Well, why is that? Got to switch up. You got to code switch. And that is the double personality that happens. Okay? Alright, so yeah. Oh yes. Look. So the gene, look. Alright, look at the fire truck. I'm about to explain what that is. You hear the fire truck? So I had an aunt who died of cancer. Her name was Jean. So there are times where they will target me, and again, if you look at the record, the history, particularly those within those diplomats that was bombarded with microwave signal in Moscow, a lot of them developed cancer. So remember, they will dig deep in your history. Okay? They will dig deep into your history and use whatever they find against you. Alright? I try to use it against you. So you see the fire truck comes out because, yeah, they know I'm about to, because I understand what they're doing. I understand what it is that they're doing. And I talked about this in my video, how I always just see the car with the JEAN, those three letters. So there's certain things that they'll use that I'll mention because it involves fixation, right? It involves being pre-programmed to be fixated on these things. It don't just happen like that, okay? So when we see license plates, cars, stuff like that, whatever it is, we don't think about certain things. When we think about certain things, it's because we've been programmed. We see it over and over and over, right? It's in a repetitive manner, repetitive state. So you got to understand that. All right, here comes another bus. And my hands is cold. It's cold out here. All right, I will speak to you guys on the next video.